Hi, everybody. So yesterday I ended up getting a message from someone that I wanted to share. Um, it was very random. I did not expect it whatsoever. I've been friends on Facebook with this girl for a couple of years. It's more of like an acquaintance. I met her through Joseph, my other half. Um, was great receiving this, and I just wanted to read it. So she messaged me saying, I know this is out of the blue, but I remember this time that we ran into each other at a known place. I'm not going to say the place. And you and I had a heart to heart. That really hit me. I never stopped thinking about those kind words, especially not knowing each other very well. And you extended your hand and cared. Not a lot of people would do that. I wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Even just that exchange of words that one night stuck with me and has helped me come out of some difficult times. I really do appreciate you and wanted to tell you and let you know how amazing of a person you are with a heart of gold. Don't ever change that. And again, thank you for caring. Reasoning why I wanted to share that, and I feel like that's super important to share, is this happened over a year ago. And for something to stick with someone that was going through, I could tell she was just depressed. Friends were saying things to her that just wasn't nice. It was very criticism. It makes you depressed. It makes you have very bad feelings about yourself. And I could see that just from afar. There are people that care when you see other people, whether you're friends with them or not, if you're close with them or not, which clearly I wasn't close with that girl. But I saw what it did to her just by reactions and just sitting back and watching. Um, it wasn't my business to say anything, but I did say something to her when we were at that specific place that specific night. You know, there's no reason for everyone to keep putting one person down. No one knows what people are going through at home, at work, their family situations, nothing. So I thought that was something very good to share. Um, a quote that I wanted to read y'all today is, they made you believe that you were the problem, that you were broken and damaged in some way. They let you think that you weren't good enough and made you feel that you always needed to do more. You bent and broke yourself to keep them happy, but it was never enough. They made you believe that everything that ever happened in your life was your fault, that the hurt and pain that you endured, you brought upon yourself, and you believed that. I'm so sorry that you had to hear those words, because nobody deserves that. Just know that it wasn't your fault, just as love and death come uninvited, in the same way we don't always have control over things that happen in our life. You wanted to be loved the way you love, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we just love unhealed people and we try to fix them, but not everyone wants to be saved, and sadly, they project their wounds onto us. But now you know that it was never you that needed healing, they did. And I feel like those kind of go together, because sometimes when certain people, whether it's being picked on, harsh criticism to a person, sometimes the person that is being harsh to the other person is because they're the ones that actually need to be healed in a way. They're the ones that have something that they're holding on to, and they're just releasing it with anger. One thing that I've learned in my own relationship myself, and with problems that I've had that I've opened up the past 2 years about, is we sometimes hold it in until we just turn into an ugly person. And instead of talking about it and being nice, we blame it on other people. So my biggest point with today is, you never know what other people are battling and holding in. You could be they could be too embarrassed to tell their feelings, or they feel like if they were to open up, that no one's going to listen to them or take them serious. And My biggest thing that I want to say for today is always remember you don't know what's going on with people. You always be kind. If you see someone where they're having a hard time, you don't have to give them a lecture. Just say something positive. I mean, that's what I did that day. I was like, keep your head up. Don't let people get under your skin because there's no reason for it. The more you let people get under your skin, I feel like the worse you're gonna live. It's gonna make you be miserable, and the more you get miserable, the worse it makes yourself look. And that's just coming from experience too. There was so many days where someone could just say one thing, and I would just take it to the extreme. Like, just it would upset me. Nowadays, you just nod your head, ignore it, you know, or even come back with something positive to say. You know, that I feel like would really confuse people. It sometimes when, someone's trying to criticize you on something, turn it into positivity, Don't just lash out in anger. I've been there. I've done it. It does not help. Always smile, keep a positive attitude, and just keep going.